got stopped with a jab. And he did. A lot of people were also questioning the body shot. I think it was a low blow.
Me too.
And it was below the belt, but a lot of people were saying.
You can possibly imagine there's not a style or a size he hasn't faced really within his division and out of his division. So I don't see Daniel Dubois posing him any problems.
My coach, look, it was mistake for Daniel, my mistake. Look, Mom, I can fly.
Joseph Parker didn't hold back when he shared his frustrations ahead of the much-anticipated Oleksandr Usyk versus Daniel Dubois rematch. As the countdown to the July 19th showdown at Wembley begins, Parker also offered his honest take on how he thinks the fight could unfold. According to him, Dubois will come out aggressively, just like in their first encounter. He expects Dubois to try and push the pace early on, but sees Usyk gradually breaking him down by the middle rounds.
I believe Usyk. I believe Usyk is a great fighter. Dubois is a changed fighter from his first fight. But then this is why we had the rematch, to see whether Dubois can overcome what he.
Parker emphasized that Usyk's movement, timing, and stamina are exceptional, and that Dubois will have to mentally prepare himself to not fold under pressure again. For him, it's 60-40 in favor of Usyk, though he believes it could be close if Dubois can hold up mentally and physically. Parker criticized Dubois for staying down after taking a jab in their previous bout, and urged that he must overcome that mental block to stand a real chance.
Got stopped with a jab. And he did. A lot of people were also questioning the body shot. I think it was a low blow.
Me too.
And it was below the belt, but a lot of people were saying it was a legal shot. So this is going to determine, whether it was a fluke, that shot, or whether Usyk was just a master.
Meanwhile, Tony Bellew, who previously fought Usyk, shared similar admiration for the Ukrainian's talents. The retired champion didn't mince words in calling Usyk the best heavyweight of this generation. He acknowledged Dubois' recent form and praised him for proving doubters wrong before, including himself. Still, Bellew questioned whether Dubois could withstand the pressure again, especially after quitting the first time they met. For Bellew, Usyk remains the man to beat in the division, though he didn't completely count Dubois out, hinting that with the right mindset and performance, anything could happen.
This guy's faced every style, this guy's faced every size you can possibly imagine. There's not a style or a size he hasn't faced really within his division and out of his division. So I don't see Daniel Dubois posing him any problems.
Dubois, for his part, appears more confident than ever heading into the rematch. The 27-year-old British fighter has been vocal about his growth and improvements since their first fight. After delivering a stunning knockout win over Anthony Joshua at Wembley just 10 months ago, Dubois is drawing strength from that victory and hopes to repeat the magic in the same venue. He believes he's mentally and physically better prepared this time around and is determined to expose Usyk's vulnerability to body shots, which he claims have troubled the Ukrainian in the past. Dubois has promised to throw everything at Usyk and insists he won't stop until his hand is raised.
I thought it landed precise. We worked on that shot over for a long time in camp, so we pulled it off, and yeah, I feel like they robbed me out of that.
Yeah, you feel like you're robbed from a victory?
Yeah, definitely.
Is it a weakness? Does he have a weakness to the body, Usyk? I hear people talking about it all the time. He still hasn't been beat, but
yeah.
Is there a weakness there?
There might be. I think he's been down a few times with body shots, so yeah, there's definitely. This time I've got to throw the kitchen sink at him, land everywhere.
He also dismissed any notion that the rematch will mirror the outcome of their first meeting. According to Dubois, he has matured significantly as a fighter and has a renewed sense of belief in himself. He is confident that he will shock both Usyk's team and the fans, who might be expecting a repeat result. Having the crowd on his side at Wembley adds to his motivation, and he intends to seize the moment.
Yeah, to have the whole crowd, and just this is where I did it the last time, so I know I can do it again, so yeah.
I think we've all seen a change. There's been something happened, definitely. The Daniel Dubois right now is a much better fighter than the one 3-4 years ago. Would you agree with that yourself?
Yeah, definitely.
But what's been the change? What's happened?
Growing up, we all have to grow up eventually, don't we? So, yeah, just it's just been a journey from a boy to a man.
While Dubois is motivated to make a statement, Usyk seems more measured in his approach. The unbeaten champion admitted that retirement could be near, hinting that after his fight with Dubois, he might only have one more bout before calling it a career. He spoke about his faith and how grateful he is for the chance to continue boxing, but also hinted that his journey might be nearing its end. Despite that, Usyk was full of praise for Dubois, acknowledging the Brit's skill set and recent wins. He also believes Dubois deserves the rematch, particularly after proving himself against top opposition.
Because Jesus gave me opportunity, I take this now my failure gold. It's free time undisputed. Listen, I love boxing. I love training. I love hard training. I guess it's to last my fight with Dubois. Next, I don't know who. I talk to you. It's after this fight. It's in my life.
Even though retirement might be around the corner for Usyk, his commitment to this fight hasn't wavered. In training, he's looked sharp, focused, and as disciplined as ever. He continues to prepare like a man on a mission, still determined to cement his legacy before possibly walking away from the sport.
About me. Just prepare. Like practice. First fight. My coach. Look at what mistake. For Daniel, my mistake. Look, Mom, I can fly.
Meanwhile, Dubois Oladipo, who had firmly backed Oleksandr Usyk from the moment the rematch was announced, has now shifted his stance. Initially unwavering in his belief that Usyk would win comfortably, Oladipo admits that his confidence has gradually diminished over time. He now believes that the rematch carries a different energy and significance for Dubois, who appears more dangerous and focused than ever. While still favoring Usyk overall, Oladipo has increased Dubois' chances of pulling off an upset to 35%, an indication that the momentum might not be as one-sided as it once seemed.
For me, is a massive favourite to win, but that massive favourite tag has got shorter and shorter and shorter as we get closer to the fight. Like when this fight was initially announced, I'm like, Oleksandr Usyk. Okay, so when they fought in Poland, and you guys know this, I said I gave Daniel Dubois 0% chance. No joke, zero, no chance. When this fight was announced, what was it announced? 2 months ago, 3 months ago? I said, okay, I give Daniel Dubois a 20% chance. Now, I give Daniel Dubois a 35% chance.
George Groves, another respected voice in boxing, shared his belief that Dubois has a genuine chance to upset the odds. While he agreed that Usyk is the best heavyweight of this era, Groves pointed out that the Ukrainian may be starting to fade. After grueling battles, including his historic win over Tyson Fury, Groves suggested that Usyk might have reached his peak. He acknowledged that the drive and hunger might not be the same anymore after climbing boxing's equivalent of Mount Everest.
Oh yeah, absolutely. A lot more chance than the first time they boxed. And then when the fight got made, I was thinking, Daniel Dubois is in good form. He's feeling good. You know, like he's boxing well.
3 big wins in a row.
The link up with Don Charles has been incredible, because Don Charles has just nurtured the best out of Daniel Dubois, got the best out of him. And then I saw Usyk at the press conference, and he was his same old self. He'd come out, he's making jokes, and they all seemed very much about business. So I was thinking, oh right, well, he doesn't seem like he just can't be bothered to retire.
No.
Or he's got a massive tax bill that he hasn't, budgeted for.
Yeah.
I think he still wants to box. Still thinks, I'm feeling good. I'm winning.
Groves advised Dubois to start fast, land heavy shots to the body early, and hope to catch Usyk before he settles into his rhythm. According to him, Dubois can't afford to let Usyk get comfortable and must use every advantage available, including his power and home support. The key, in Groves' view, is to land something big before Usyk takes control of the bout like he usually does.
You can see how to beat Usyk. It's just, can you do it?
Can you get
And if you're a big guy like Daniel Dubois and you're going to start quick, he's got to be, on it, switched on like he was against Joshua. He's going to have to start quick, and the ifs or maybes is if he can land on Usyk in those first few rounds, he's in with a chance. And if he can land on him, can he sustain that attack?
Yeah,
and
capitalise on the early. If you can get the early punishment in there on Usyk, then yeah.
Usyk always takes a few rounds to settle in, and then he does have that incredible ability to get better after every interval. So that's what boxing has.
Despite the differing views and predictions, one thing is clear. This rematch is packed with tension, stakes, and uncertainty. Usyk has the skill, experience, and resume that many believe makes him unbeatable, while Dubois enters as the underdog with power and momentum on his side. The rematch at Wembley is shaping up to be far more competitive than the first bout, with both fighters bringing something new to the table.
3 fights, 4 fights, including the last Usyk fight. He's capable of hurting Usyk, and the 3 fights after that, 3 really good quality fighters, done what he's had to do, and now he's in with the boss man of the heavyweight division. So he's in a good place. He's 27 years of age. 27 years of age. This is a big moment in time for him to create history.
He's 27 and Usyk is 38 now. Lennox Lewis had retired by this time. Is the timing lining up? Could Usyk get old overnight? That's something that Daniel Dubois talked about.
Things like that can happen, but you know, there's not a lot of miles on the clock with Usyk, in my opinion. Having said that, you know, Daniel...
Even if Dubois doesn't score a knockout, Warren feels confident that his fighter can outbox Usyk over the course of 12 rounds. For Warren, it's not about predictions or hype. It's about trusting the preparation and progress of a fighter who is coming into his own at exactly the right time.
What Daniel's doing, I know that he is training in Spain, working his balls off in there, because this is a big moment in time for him. And he's not coming here to roll over. He's not coming here for a payday. He's coming here to win. So we've got a great fight.
Do you believe Daniel Dubois knocks him out?
Yep. If he catches him, he'll go. And if he doesn't, I think he can outbox it. But whatever can happen, I've got no say in it. Nobody's got any say in it. It's down to these 2 guys. When that bell rings, the best will be the best.
Spencer Oliver and Simon Jordan have both added their voices to the growing buzz around the upcoming heavyweight rematch between Daniel Dubois and Oleksandr Usyk, each offering a distinct perspective on what they expect to see when the two meet again. Spencer Oliver, a former European champion and well-respected analyst, has been especially vocal in his belief that Daniel Dubois is a completely transformed fighter since their first meeting in 2023.
Daniel Dubois, I see him work from day to day. I know what they're working on tactically. Go back to 2023 when Dubois lost to Oleksandr Usyk, and you say, all right, yeah, look, they seem quite far apart there. He had his moments, Daniel, but Usyk was sort of leagues above him then. Oleksandr Usyk has not got better since then. There's a lot of miles on the clock since then. There's no sign of deterioration. But what I'm saying is Daniel Dubois is a different character, a different animal from then.
You're saying that Usyk has not got better since fighting Daniel Dubois, even though he's dealt with Fury.
Yeah, absolutely. That doesn't mean he's improved. I think the 2
fights...
fights...
got worse either, does it?
No.
David Haye, another former world champion, has shared his perspective on the rematch and also sees a potential upset in the making. According to Haye, the timing might be perfect for Dubois. The fight is happening on British soil, the crowd will be behind him, and the energy will be in his favor. While he still acknowledges Usyk's brilliance and the fact that he remains unbeaten, Haye points out that this version of Dubois is carrying serious momentum. He believes Usyk may not be as sharp as before, especially after going through grueling battles with Fury and other top-tier opponents.
It's someone who's never lost, he doesn't know what it's like to lose, but I think if there's ever a chance for Dubois to beat someone like Usyk, it's now with the momentum he's got, at home, he's got everything in his favour, and Usyk has got nothing to gain really because he's already beat, but he done the same thing with Tyson Fury and AJ, gave them both rematches and done it better the second time round, so I'm really intrigued in this fight.
However, Haye also left room for the possibility that Usyk could once again rise to the occasion. He reflected on how Usyk has consistently shown an ability to adjust and elevate his game in rematches, as seen with his second victories over both Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. If Usyk follows that pattern, then Dubois might face an even sharper, more focused opponent than the one who beat him 2 years ago. Still, Hay remains intrigued, believing that while Usyk is still elite, the miles on his body are beginning to show, and if that decline is real, Dubois could be ready to seize his moment.
And everyone's going to be behind Daniel Dubois. He's a great guy. Straight down the line, but he's fighting a wizard. He's fighting someone who doesn't know what it's like to lose, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get another Usyk victory, but I also wouldn't be surprised if Usyk starts showing signs of age. Hard training camps, all those amateur fights, world championships, the WSB, he's basically done so much, so many rounds on the clock, so many miles on the clock. He's pristine, but there's a lot of miles on the clock.
Spencer Oliver, another respected voice in British boxing, made his prediction crystal clear. He's backing Dubois to win. Oliver believes the gap between the two fighters in 2023 was significant, but a lot has changed since then. Dubois has grown in confidence, refined his strategy, and strengthened his mental approach.
The two fights with Fury, I'm just doing this. It's a calculated gamble. I think the two fights with Fury would have put some miles on the clock with Usyk, and Daniel Dubois, since the Usyk loss, has improved dramatically. And I mean dramatically, not just physically, mentally as well. This is a different fight to the first one, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
In contrast, Oliver argues that Usyk hasn't shown much evolution in the ring since then. The Ukrainian might still be world class, but the two brutal contests with Fury could have taken something out of him. Oliver stressed that while there's no obvious sign of decline in Usyk, Dubois is simply no longer the same fighter who was outclassed in their first meeting. He's stronger, smarter, and more dangerous than ever.
I think the decline's it's a strong word. I'm saying that Daniel Dubois' improvement has been incredible. Like, when you watch him day to day, strategically, Simon, what they're going through in the gym, the things that they're working on, they're watching videos back and looking at the strengths and the weaknesses of Oleksandr Usyk. And you're right in what you're saying so many ways. Like, this guy's the best of the modern era. There's no doubt about that. But you look at what Daniel's working on, the game plan that they've got, and let me tell you, he's got a real shot in this fight. The kid has improved dramatically, but they've seen stuff that I like, and that's why I'm just going.
Whether it's Usyk's tactical brilliance or Dubois' raw aggression that prevails, the outcome will have huge implications on the heavyweight division, and standing in the shadows, Joseph Parker waits, ready to face whoever emerges victorious, still convinced that both men have been ducking him. In a division known for its unpredictability, July 19th promises a clash that could redefine the heavyweight landscape once again. Don't miss what promises to be one of the most pivotal nights in modern heavyweight boxing. Whether it's Usyk's masterful technique or Dubois' explosive power that wins out, the impact will echo far beyond Wembley. With Joseph Parker lurking in the wings, confident that both men have avoided facing him, the stakes couldn't be higher. July 19th isn't just a rematch, it's a turning point for the entire division. Tune in, because the winner won't just take the belt, they'll define what comes next in the heavyweight era.